So excuse the background noise, but here we have a couple of holes here on this particular part, all right? Now as you can see, the weld comes very close to the hole. The light's kind of tough with the black part, but there you can see it there. Which usually isn't a problem, but now the customer has decided they would like a nut welded over the center line of that hole. Well, guess what? Now it's hitting the weld and it won't sit flat. You can imagine, right? So my challenge today is how to take these 20 parts, line these holes up correctly, and just machine a spot face over these holes so the nut can sit flat. Now, you would think this wouldn't be that hard, right? But then you'd be wrong, because things always change, right? So that's how that part really sits. So very difficult to grab on a vise. Second thing, I really want to make sure every time I hit the same place every time on these holes. So I thought about this one a little bit, and I'll show you what I came up with. You know, I'm very careful about the time I spend building fixtures and jigs to do something unless I absolutely have to. And then, if I have to, knowing I'll probably never do this again for this particular part, I want to build it as efficiently and cheaply as possible. So I'll show you what I came up with. So, for those of you who have followed me for any amount of time, this is a sub-table that is bolted in my Kurt vise, all right? So let's take a look at this. Every other hole is a dowel, a bolt, a dowel, a bolt. I have 13, okay, screw hole, tap holes. And they're on an 1.5-inch pattern. So what I did is I just took a piece of aluminum and I machined it down 100 thousandths and just left these two green posts standing instead of drilling holes and cutting off pins. And then I just doweled it to the table. It's not going anywhere, right? So watch this then. All I have to do is line it up and clamp it down. Now I can't line it up, clamp it down, and film at the same time. So what I'll do is I'll clamp it down and you can see what it looks like when it's done. Now, finally, when you are working with, I believe they're going to have to repaint this part, but I don't know that, and I don't want to put a big ding in it. So I'm going to clamp over pieces of aluminum just to not put any Mars in the surface here, okay? That's how you not become a hack in the tool shop, okay? So let's see what it looks like when it's done. So now we're all clamped down and ready to go. You can see I've painted the two posts green so you can see them. I simply indicated the post on the right in as my 0, 0, X and Y, and then programmed it to move over so much to the post on the left to machine the spot face. And here's a look at the end mill I use. That's a longish 1/2-inch carbide end mill, and I just stepped that down about 20 thousandths at a time through the weld. Listen, folks, we're only doing 20 parts here, and we don't want to throw anything off. And it all came out just right. So sometimes you just take your time for just a few parts, make them right, and move on to the next project. So there are both spot faces are machined, okay? And if we look now, we can take our nuts, and we can put that in position now and tack weld that in place. And then we'll hit the weld that was previously there, and you can see with the green that we're all centered up. So that's what it looks like when it's finished before it goes to weld.